Good morning to all. Today I am going to talk about 1st Samuel. It contains 31 chapters. Introduction. End of the period of judges and the rise of the kingship in Israel, with all the accompanying tensions between old and new ways. Samuel's birth and dedication. His family was living in Ephraim country and his father had two wives. Hannah was favorite but had no children. Peninnah had children. Every year they go to Shiloh to worship the Yahweh God. Peninnah used to provoke her severely. She cried to the Lord and took oath to God that her child will do God's service. Eli priest asked her, "Are you drunkard?" "No, I am praying to God for child." God told her, "Boy shall be a Nazarite. You shall drink no wine or strong wine, nor razor on his head like Samson." As the plan of God, the boy Samuel was born, and her mother's heart was exalted to God. She told her husband, "Soon after child weaned, I shall offer to God." He said to her, "Your wish." She offered the child to Eli and said, "For this child I cried that day." Samuel's calling and prophetic activity. His house was at Ramah, but he was serving the presence of the Lord. God called Samuel, and boy went and asked Eli, "Did you call me?" He said no. Second time also happened. Now Eli understood that God is calling Samuel and told the boy, "If he calls you again, you say, 'Speak, Lord, thy servant is listening.'" 1 Samuel chapter 3 verses 9. As it was happened, God said to Samuel, "I will punish Israel people for their sins and Eli's sons for their wickedness." The ark of God captured. Philistines killed 4,000 Israel men. So Eli's sons carried the ark of God to battle, and they failed to hear his father's voice. Philistines captured the ark of God, and two sons were dead. Philistines' wife bore the son Ichabod. The glory departed from Israel. When Eli heard these two messages, he too died at the age of 98. The Philistines and the ark of God. When they placed the ark of God near their god of dragon, neck was broken and fallen before the ark of God. It was great panic to them. So the Philistines discussed and returned the ark of God to Israel by cart with 5 colt-trimmers and 5 colt-mice. It was according to the number of the Philistines' god. They offered the kids. Ark of God reached Israel, and they offered the cow. It was their harvesting time. Samuel as judge. He conducted meeting at Mizpah and told them not to worship idol god and any foreign god. By worshipping, you have committed grave sin. So fast and pray to save our lives. When Philistines attacked Israel, Yahweh God protected them. As long as Samuel was judge, people obeyed him, and they had peace, justice in the land. Now Israel demanded king for them, like other countries. Samuel told Yahweh, "God is your king." Samuel asked to God. God told him to choose Saul as king. Saul chosen to be king. In Judea there was a little town called Gibeah, former name Kish, who belonged to Benjamin tribe. He lost his donkeys, so he sent his son Saul, the boy's servant. They searched but could not find. They heard the man of God, Samuel. Saul was handsome and young man. He gave the Samuel quarter shekel of silver and told Saul, "With the Lord, you will serve Israel people from the hands of their enemies. Care for poor people and father to all our people." For their sign, Samuel took oil and poured it on his head, anointed him Saul as the king to rule Israel and kissed him. Samuel says to him, "On the way you see the donkeys in Rachel's house. Saul was the first king in Israel. He put all his effort to start army and warriors. He had three sons and two daughters. Michael. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Saul killed 1,000, but David killed 10,000. Saul and his army defeated the Ammonites. Samuel's farewell address. Have I oppressed? Have I defrauded? Have I taken your donkeys? People said no. Then why did you ask the king to rule you? The king will take care of your daughters as their wives and concubines. Our God, one who protected us from Egypt through leaders and judges, never leave us. But if you do still wickedness, you shall swept away both you and your king. Saul's unlawful sacrifice. At Heba, the people came from the long way for offering. Saul was waiting for 7 days, but before Samuel comes, Saul offered the burnt offerings. Actually, this has to be done by priest. Samuel said, "It is not you who lead Israel, rather God. Why did you do offering? Because of your disobedience, your kingship will be removed." Saul possessed by evil spirit, and he heard the voice of the people, not the voice of God. He made mourning for himself. Now God told Samuel, "Go to Bethlehem and anoint David as king, one who is taking care of the sheep." Preparation for battle. Jonathan surprises the rulers of the Philistines. King told not to eat before this evening. Jonathan ate and drank. He was almost to die, but people ransomed him. Saul defeats Amalekites, but spares the king cattle, sheep, because God did not give permission to win in any other country. God rejected him. Jesse had 8 sons. The last one was David. He was beautiful and handsome. In the beginning, Saul loved David. Later on, people followed David, and he killed Goliath. Samuel anointed David as king. Saul and David. Saul thinks, "Whom can I send to fight against this Goliath?" David asks permission to meet Goliath in battle. Saul says, "You are very small. How can it possible?" David said, "Yes, I can. The God, one who protected me from the wild animals, will protect me from this Goliath." David and Goliath. Philistines stood on the mountain one side. Israel stood on the mountain the other side. Between valley, Goliath covered himself with bronze and sickles and told, "Who will win the war? Other people have to be their servant." David killed Goliath. As king told, he gave his daughter Michal as his wife. Why David? He was the bodyguard to King Saul and placed life for Saul. David messianic expectations in Israel. He was self-made, man of faith, courage, and loyalty, and clever in political movement. When Saul was against him, he was faithful to him. Jonathan covenant with David. They were true friends. David's 3 brothers followed Saul's battle. Saul told his people army to kill David. Saul spent all his energy to kill him, but David spent all his energy to destroy Philistines. While Saul was sleeping, David took his spear and pitcher. Jonathan had great devotion to David, sincere appreciation for the qualities of him. Jonathan intercedes for David. Jonathan was spy to his friend David and protected him from his father Saul. David and his journey. He went to Nob and met Ahimelech and received him the holy bread and the weapons of Goliath. David went to Gath and protected Asmat to King Axis. David served him. King knows that Saul killed 1,000, but David killed 10,000. Saul's daughters, the priests who helped him to David, bread and weapons. David saved the city of Keilah and destroyed Ziklag. David eludes Saul in the wilderness and spares his life 2 times. Death of Samuel. David asked help from the wife Nabal. He was a rich man. He had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats, but he insulted to David's servants. Yet his wife was clever and beauty helped David. The man of Nabal died David married her as his wife. The Philistines rejected David. During the war, Philistines killed Saul and his son Jonathan. The battle pressed upon on Saul. He was badly wounded by them. Finally, Saul took his own sword and fell upon it and died. Conclusion. Let's be good instrument to God like Eli, Samuel, David, Jonathan. Thank you. Thank you so much.